Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. I'm Matt Charles, and if you're new here, I make videos about photography, cameras, daily life stuff, and a lot of airsoft as well. So today, as you already know, we are talking about the new DJI Mavic 2 drones that just dropped, I think, yesterday. So we're going to be talking about the drones. I'm going to tell you about their new features, and then I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to buy one. So let's get started. So DJI was founded in 2006, and they have, as you know, have quickly become the leading manufacturer of drones for both consumers and commercial work. Recently, however, they have really been targeting the casual consumer market with both the DJI Spark and the Mavic Air. The Mavic Air was their last release before these Mavic 2s have come out. And the Mavic 2s really kind of changed things up and really go back to that prosumer level of quality. So both of the drones feature a new and improved physical design. There's sensors all over the things, as you can see. These sensors give them an omnidirectional object avoidance system. So this will help people from avoiding from crashing their drones all the time, which happens all the time. The new sensors that are on the drones that are getting a lot of attention are the ones that are actually on the sides now. Those are new. However, they do not work in manual flying mode. They only work in active tracking and tripod mode. Both of the drones offer an improved flight range and improved battery life as well. They also have a new hyperlapse mode, which I'm really excited for. I think is really cool. So starting off with the Mavic 2 Pro, coming in at $1,500, rounding up after tax and all that stuff. The Mavic 2 Pro is probably the one that is getting the most attention right now. And the reason for that is because it's the one with the Hasselblad camera on it. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but DJI actually bought Hasselblad earlier this year. So that is the reason that they've got the Hasselblad camera on there. So on that drone, it comes with the 1-inch CMOS sensor, which is much larger than their previous sensors and even much larger than the sensor that is on the Mavic 2 Zoom. That 1-inch CMOS sensor is going to give you a much better dynamic range, so a lot more detail in the highlights and the shadows, and it's also going to give you a lot better low light capabilities. The Mavic 2 Pro, it's kind of hard to say, also comes with its new 10-bit D-Log-M profile. Now, normal consumers and people that aren't really into videography won't really care too much about this color profile. However, people that do a lot of editing and color grading with their footage will love it. This color profile is going to give you a lot more detail in both the highlights and the shadows and give you a lot more control when it comes to your post-processing. However, if you are one of those people that don't really care about color grading, that's not something you want to do, or maybe it's not something you know how to do, it does come with a 4K 10-bit HDR mode, which is going to give you a really good dynamic range as well and good colors just straight out of the camera. Okay, moving on to the Mavic 2 Zoom, coming in at $1,300, rounding up again. So the Mavic 2 Zoom has a 1 2/3 inch size sensor, the same one that we have seen on the Mavic Pro, the first one, but the new feature, as you can guess by the name Zoom, actually has a zooming lens. So it goes from 24 to 48 millimeter zoom, and you can also digitally zoom that up even more. This is going to allow some really creative shots being made just because you'll be able to zoom. You'll be able to make some really interesting things. I think one of the more interesting things you'll be able to do with the zoom is that you'll be able to create the dolly zoom effect. This is a really popular effect. It was seen in very famous movies like Vertigo, Jaws, and I recently saw it in the newish movie with Liam Neeson, The Commuter. The zoom will also let you get closer to your subjects, tighter in on your subjects, while still maintaining a safe distance, whether you're shooting wildlife or buildings or things like that. Now, because the Mavic 2 Pro has a 20 megapixel sensor and the Mavic 2 Zoom only has a 12 megapixel sensor, they've included a new feature into the Mavic 2 Zoom. So this new feature is called Super Resolution, and basically what it does is when you're taking a photo all the way zoomed out at 24 millimeters, when you take that shot, it's going to actually take 9 different images zoomed in and then stitch those all together to create one large 48 megapixel image. So I can see this being really good for some landscape shooters that want to print their work, but if you're just uploading to Instagram, Facebook, whatever, you really don't need this. So both of these new drones are an excellent addition to the DJI lineup. If you had to pick between one or the other, it's really up to you. I mean, the Mavic 2 Pro is going to give you a much higher quality image, better dynamic range, where the Mavic 2 Zoom is going to give you more flexibility and going to be able to let you do more interesting shots. Now, as of right now, I don't own any drone. Obviously, I want to get one. I want to do one for aerial photography and shoot B-roll and stuff. And so the launch of these two new drones is really exciting. Not because I'm gonna buy one though. The main reason I'm excited is because everyone wants the latest and greatest, so this is gonna bring demand down for the older Mavic and the Mavic Air, hopefully also taking the price down with it. I've had my eye on the Mavic Pro, the original Mavic Pro, for a while now. It has slowly been coming down in price, as you can see by this chart. And currently on Amazon, you can buy the drone with a battery and a controller for $850, I believe it was. So if you're like me and looking to pick up one of your first drones or looking to get into it, well, we've got some thinking to do. We definitely have a lot of options around, both between the Spark, the original Mavic, the Mavic Air, and now these two drones. They're all excellent drones. If I had to pick one for myself, it would probably be the Mavic Pro, the original Mavic Pro, because it's super portable, has really good image quality, and it's still getting cheaper. So I want to know, if you had to pick between one of the drones, which one would you end up getting? I hope this video gave you some good information on the new drones from DJI and also invoked some thought on which drone you think you might get. If you like this video, you already know what to do. I will see you guys in the next one. Later.